Also, you won't agree with this one, but I also like Nicolas Cage a lot.
I find him a little bit overrated. People seem to like love him, and I think he's all right. I don't think he's. I just don't see the hype. I don't hate him at all. I think, like I say, he's all right. I just don't get why everyone like fucking loves him.
I think
It's
I think
weird.
because he can. I don't think he's as popular as you think, because you don't hear his name
I
anymore.
don't.
But
He's kind of culty popular.
I've never watched a movie of his I haven't liked. He's him and Idris Elba are probably the only two people I can say that about. And now, to be fair to your point that we had a while back, also, um, I rewatched the Batman movies, and I'm starting to like Christian Bale more as a Batman than I did previously.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I still think out of the main cast, he's the weakest link, but I do like it. I mean, Liam Neeson as I always forget
Ra's al Ghul. Yeah.
yeah, he's so good at that. The guy that plays Two Face, I always forget his name.
Harvey. I don't know who that. Yeah, I
From
don't know who
the
he is.
core, he's perfect fit. Like, and I mean, it, the um the butler guy, I always forget his name. Uh,
Oh, Michael Caine.
yeah, him, him in the project manager. Um, why can I can't think of names right now.
Morgan Freeman.
Yes, him and Morgan Freeman are almost god tier in the Batman series.
Yep.
They are that good in that trilogy. And not only that, but the also the villains are so good. Like obviously everybody talks about Heath Ledger and the Joker. Nobody talks about Bane being as good as he
Bane.
was. That was so crazy good. What I can't remember his name. He's good too. Um,
Tom Hardy.
yeah, yeah. He's in like I mean that's such a good.
Yeah, casting's wicked good.
And it was so well done. They did it in a format where you weren't thinking about it necessarily being Morgan Freeman, or you weren't thinking about Tom Hardy, or you know what I mean? He was like you were actually involved in the movie. How's it going, Keith? Welcome back. I was just streaming Fallout before this. Um, that Batman trilogy, I rewatched it this last week or so. Yeah, that is a very good trilogy. I forgot how good that was, and that holds the test of time too. Like some of them, you go back and rewatch movies, and you're disappointed, and that is not one of them. Sorry, guys, I'm snacking quick. Have you watched it in a while, Shock, or no?
It's probably a couple of years ago now. Last time I watched it.
It's
Like I said, I love Christian Bale's movies. They're banging. The Prestige, fucking great movie.
I still didn't get a chance to watch it. How's it going, E6? We're talking about movies, guys. Sorry. This happens to happen when me and Shock talk sometimes. We get on the weird movie talk thing.
Go on for a few hours.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess I didn't respect the Batman trilogy as much as I should have. I mean, I loved them, but I think for a long time I was putting Captain America and the Thor movies over it. And if I had to reevaluate that, I definitely would disagree and say the Batman is that trilogy is probably the best for me personally. But I like Captain America and the Thor storylines better.
Somebody asked you a question.
Hey Dave, love your videos. Always check one out before a comp. Nice. I cannot pronounce that name. I'm gonna wreck that so bad. Indranil Fukin? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't even know the sounds that just came out of my mouth. It was that bad. It looks cool written down, I'll tell you that. You have a cool looking name. Can't pronounce it worth a crap, but so you guys are gonna hear me eat pizza quick before we start here. Especially for that in that time frame that superhero thing was just all the rage. I kind of got burnt out on them, but there's some good ones in it. What is your favorite superhero movies? That you guys in chat also can answer to that too. I'll read them out.
Favorite.
I would say rewatching them. I'd say
Uh,
Batman now, and I wouldn't have said that a year ago.
I mean, I think Avengers was peak
Oh,
with the whole snap thing.
we agree on a lot of stuff, but this is one we couldn't be farther apart from. I
I think it
absolutely
was. I
hate
think it was a
Avengers.
brave move. I think it was a brave move, like
I,
wiping out your entire franchise for God knows how many years.
yeah, but it was like, oh, we're gonna, they're by themselves. They can save the universe. When they're together, they can't put a stick in on the fridge without some sort of massive problem. And I don't like how they murdered some characters. Not like actually murdered, but what I'm saying is like they made a Thor almost disgusting in them. Like it was like you don't even want to root for him in them anymore.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. And it's not like you didn't know what was going to happen, even if you hadn't already known from comics and stuff. Like you knew something was going to happen in part two, where everybody's going to be okay.
Well, yeah, but not everyone, and that's kind of
No,
what I
but
thought was gonna. You knew that some people were probably not gonna
yeah,
make it, and
and
not knowing who
also
was quite interesting.
because of the history of Marvel, not no Captain Marvel, not Marvel, but Captain Marvel, and how they just stole that from DC is ridiculous.
I did not like Captain Marvel.
No, I couldn't stand it. And then being that's the big hero of that movie, part two, is like, come on, man, stop it, quit fooling yourselves.
They made her too OP. Not a fan.
How's it
She's
going, Sin?
completely overpowered.
Dark Knight, Batman. Batman. A lot of people like. Okay. Also, can we just agree? Batman has the best. You could put. I'll put. I'm not even a Batman fan. I love the movie series, but I'm not. I don't like Batman. I love the movie series, the trilogy. Don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely more of a Captain America, Thor guy. But can we just agree that the Batman movies, the Batman villains, are better than all the villains in Marvel? And that's sad to say because a lot of times I lean towards Marvel, but not on villains. The villains are just
For the
so much
most
better.
part, but I have to say Spider-Man had some wicked good villains as well.
Yeah, but I mean, you could literally put for every villain that you name, you can
Like I
name
say,
a
the
Batman
Batman
villain
villains
one.
are better, like straight up, but better than all of Marvel. I think Spider-Man brings up Marvel quite a bit in the villain aspect.
I just don't know. You have just so many, like Penguin, Riddler, Joker, Bane, Poison Ivy, uh, Catwoman. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many bad guys or anti-heroes that are so good that, like, the Mr. Freeze. Like, there's just, I don't know. You just, it's just like that. There's just so
But
many
the
bad
X-Men.
guys.
But the X-Men.
What's that?
The X-Men. I think X-Men and Spider-Man have the best villains in Marvel. Come on,
Yeah, but I mean, the
Magneto.
X-Men hasn't been relevant for a little while. I don't disagree. X-Men's got some good ones. I would say Venom, yes, but not. I don't. There's not a lot of Spider-Man ones that I'm really Spider-Man villains that like I'm like invested in. I guess I would say like the Green Goblin. Not really super invested in that. Even though the Tobey Maguire ones are the ones I like the most, even though I know I'm wrong when I say that. They're just the ones I like the most. Um, I don't know. What are some of these villains that I'm not thinking about? Green Goblin,
Uh,
the Sand Dude.
Carnage?
yeah, Venom, Carnage.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
mean the Venom line. Yeah.
the guy Jamie Foxx played. The Electro.
Oh, but I mean you can't put three of them. You could put Venom as good as some
There's
of the.
the Scorpion guy. He was fucking cool.
I know, but I mean, like on the tier of where are you gonna put him? They can't be above Joker. They're not gonna be above Riddler. I just don't know. Like,
I think Red. I don't think he's one of the top tier Batman villains. I think you gotta be like Penguin Joker,
well, I'm saying as a whole, like comics and everything.
Mr. Freeze.
I mean, the
I think they're
Riddler
probably
was a
the
big
top tier
part.
ones. He was, but I don't like him. I prefer Two-Face over him.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's another one I forgot about was Two Face. Scarecrow. I mean, Scarecrow fucking is an epic and the movies too. Scarecrow is really good as well. How's it going,
Yeah,
Syndrome? Watchmen is another classic. Oh, that I haven't seen that one in a while, so I
that
have
movie
to.
was long when that came out.
I will have to rewatch that one because that's
The series
anymore.
wasn't terrible. They had a series like a couple of years ago, but it was a one and done thing. It never got renewed, but I thought it was alright.
Oh, and for you guys watching, if you're wondering what's going on, we had to switch it to Fridays right now because of a lot of updates on games are coming out Mondays. We might go back, I'm not sure. But at any rate, we're doing, before I forget, we're doing rigs this season. And um, obviously, we're not going to have a huge league because not a lot of people want to use league or rigs or learn how to, and I want to. And I feel like it's a thing people should really excel at. Huh.
Struggling to catch anything at the moment.
What? So for you guys watching, who's your guys' favorite villain of all time? Whether it could be movie, it could be comics, it could be anything. But what's your guys' favorite villain of all time?
I'm just gonna be controversial.
About herpes man? No, what is yours?
No, Sylar from Heroes.
I have no idea who that is.
Zachary Quinto. It was a TV show, maybe like 10, 15 years ago, called Heroes. It was massive. It was one of those cult things, and then the writer's strike happened, The first one, and it went to shit.
Huh.
But the first season was so good. It's like an X-Men ripoff, kind of. But
Interesting.
Sylar was in it, and he was psychotic as fuck. And his power was stealing other people's powers by like killing them and looking at their brain. So he was just fucking going along murdering people, collecting all their powers.
That does sound cool. They need to make a Batman one of it.
And he was just such a cold-hearted like piece of shit. And he ended up biting off more than he could chew. He found a guy that could like go nuclear, and so everyone was trying to stop him getting this power. And he got it anyway, and it kind of like it burnt him out, sort of thing.
The Joker, Mike Tyson. I like that one. Demon King Piccola. I'm not sure who that one is.
That sounds like a Dragon Ball Z thing, and I've not even watched Dragon Ball Z.
I really like Chris. Chris, you might have comment of the day with Mike Tyson as being the best villain in the world. That caught me off guard. I don't know what mine is. If I'm saying movies, man, I know people talk about it all the time, but Heath Ledger's Joker was, I mean, when you rewatch it, you're like, I'm gonna start rooting for this guy. And honestly, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was really good too. There's two different takes on it.
Yeah, that movie was really fucking good, but it's one of those ones that I'd never want to watch that again. It was just disturbing.
But it is really, I mean, it really was what Joker was. He had two sides of him, you know. He was, it shows the not as popular. Wheezy, you're kicking my ass, dude, and I know you're watching. Well, I wouldn't say I know you're watching. A lot of times you are. You definitely doing good. Basically, God, you guys are killing it. But really, when you watch the movies again, man, it's really hard to say that Heath Ledger's Joker was not about as perfect as it could have been. I mean, don't know Heath Ledger movies. I know that one, and I know he was in Brokeback Mountain. That's all I know about Heath Ledger.
Oh, yeah. Never watched it. What's it about?
No, I did. I watched. So what happened is I watched a thing about how he got into the role for it, and they were talking about how he got in the role, I guess, for Brokeback Mountain too. Anyway, he's a pretty interesting fella on how he got into roles. So does Tom Hardy. I didn't realize Tom Hardy falls hard into roles too, and Christian Bale. Like, so they talked about in the Dark Knight trilogy that Christian Bale was doing a movie where he basically was like 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, The Machinist.
Yeah, and he looked like a crackhead.
And then he fucking chunked all the way up to play some politician. Cheney, was it?
Oh yeah, that's him. I forgot about that. There's a good movie that I was disappointed with, and it was Oppenheimer, that newer one.
It, yeah.
It's not a bad movie. It just, I don't care for the guy that plays Iron Man. What's his name?
Oh, Downey Jr.
Yeah, and he plays a guy in that, and it's not, to me, it's not good acting, and he kind of wrecks the movie. The only movie I've actually liked Robert Downey Jr. in is Sherlock Holmes. Now, when you guys are listening to this on stream, I want you to keep in mind this is just my opinions. I don't think anything I say has any actuality to movies because I know some people are going to love them. Did you watch Godzilla -1 immediately after Oppenheimer? No, but I should I? Would I?
Still haven't seen -1. It's not out. It's not out anymore. They haven't brought it out on DVD or
Oh, so
streaming
it's like
yet.
it's in the tweener phase, like it's tween
Yeah,
everything. I definitely will check it out. We were just it's funny you bring that up, Knives. Before I started streaming, me and him were actually talking about Godzilla and
because I went
Godzilla
and saw
versus
Godzilla
Kong.
and Kong today.
I
The new one.
Yeah, I haven't seen
That's
it,
good.
but he did.
And it was good. If you like monster movies, I mean, if you're looking for anything other than that, it's probably terrible, but...
Yeah, like I said though, so for people watching, I had said me and Shaq talk about movies quite a bit when we were just hanging out bullshitting, and it previously he had mentioned that he really liked Christian Bale a lot, and I've never been a Christian Bale fan. However, after I rewatched The Dark Knight with an open mind, I do like him as that role. He's now I didn't actually think he was my favorite Batman, but now I do. Not that there's
Which
been
is
too many.
huge, actually, because the last time we discussed this, Dave called me a complete crackhead for having that opinion, so...
Yeah, some of the old Batmans aren't bad either. The movie where Joker is, or no, Riddler is Jim Carrey and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze, and that that cartoonish almost style of it is not bad. Like I did rewatch them, and obviously it's a little bit corny, but like I get it. I get where they're going with this. It's almost like almost a little over animated, cartoony feel to it, which is what Batman is in the first place, outside of the trilogy. Godzilla -1 is back to the original concept of being a nuclear bomb allegory. Oh, which makes Oppenheimer a prequel. Oh. Michael Keaton and then Val Kilmer. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's a god or nothing, guys. What I'm saying is I did not respect Christian Bale in the trilogy movie, and I don't even remember who were the Batmans before that.
George
Uh,
Clooney.
and then there was someone else too. Who's the guy
Michael
that they
Keaton.
make? Who? Yeah, and then who's the guy they make fun of? Adam West. Wasn't Adam West also Batman?
He's in like the 60s one, yeah.
Yeah.
He did the TV show, I'm pretty sure. The one that was all like, bam, slap, bush.
Which actually wasn't terrible for its time. I did watch some clips of that when I was in that watching that trilogy. It was kind of going back.
Used
My
to get
dad.
reshown on British TV at like lunchtimes when I was a kid.
Oh god, yeah. My dad took me to see the Keaton Batman films when I was a kid, so they have a special place for you. Oh, got you. What ones are the who is the Batman in Doctor or Mr. Freeze movie? Adam West was 60s TV show. Honestly, people forget there was a lot of good people in the 60s one. For anybody that's younger, well, I guess it's not even that young anymore. I'm going to date how old I am here, but the grandpa from Grumpy Old Men used to be the Penguin in the old Batman series. So there was a lot of decent actors in that old Batman series. The guy that says "Come on, I want to lay ya" in the Grumpy Old Men. That's the original Penguin from the Batman series. I forget his name, but which, by the way, if people are wondering what my favorite movie is, it's Grumpy Old Men. That is very
Yeah,
where I live. Where I live, that is 100% where like how I live. Like Where We Live is very much like that. Clooney was Batman in the Mr. Freeze movie. Okay. I didn't mind that. Also, I really liked the ending of the Batman Rises. I love the fact that they made that one police officer, hey, I like your name. You should go with your original name. And it's Robin. I thought that was a
Mm.
nifty little kind of. It's not as stupid as, oh, he just puts on a fucking cape and walks into the Batman cave. You know what I mean? Like, it was good. Caesar
Yeah,
Romero is Joker. Oh, yeah, yeah. So there, I mean, there's this. You guys are definitely not wrong. Like, there's real debates to have, I think, with what you guys are saying is there's a lot of good quality actors overall. But I think that and the writing in the trilogy just is just awesome. I thought, yeah, The Dark Knight was good, right? Um uh but then when you rewatch The Dark Knight Begins or the Begins, Batman Begins or whatever, the first one of it, you forget how good that damn movie is. And then the Bane movie, the last one, you're like, oh shit, I don't know if I like this one or The Dark Knight. The best. And Liam Neeson makes that first one really good. It is.
I think the third one is so good just because it had the impossible task of following up the second one. The second
Yeah,
one was so fucking
agreed.
good.
Yeah.
And then the third one, it's kind of like, well, it's not gonna be better because how can it be? And it was nearly as good, honestly.
And in my opinion, if you're gonna make a movie 2.5 hours long, you have to do it like that because none of them movies feel long. They feel like an hour. You know what I mean? They feel like they blitz through, especially the first time you watch them. But so many better actors in the old days. Yeah, we're losing some good actors here for sure. Oh, Max, we still might try to do some sort of snow runner thing. I was gonna hope to do that earlier today, um, but I had such a late start to today. I had a epic late start to today. I am getting my butt kicked.
Same. I don't feel like I've learned anything at all. Yeah.
I'm using the grub and it's working pretty good now. I
Using
haven't
the
been paying
firework
attention to my
tube.
rhythm.
I was using the craw, and it was just. It does seem rhythm is quite important on this one. And
If
I'm
you're
not
gonna
paying
use the
attention.
craw, the 1 inch craw, do it on the four
Yeah.
and run it right across the surface. Then it'll work. I can assure you it'll
Okay.
work.
I'm
You will
using the
get.
firework tube now.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, it will work. You might not catch 2 pound bass, but you're gonna catch a lot of pumpkin seed and bluegill at a rapid rate. And some others. I can't remember what will take that here, but
I've got
Joe
bluegill and spotted bass
DiMaggio.
so far.
Hey Tracy, Joe DiMaggio did one of my favorite Joker's portrayal in the animated movie Under the Hood. Huh? Didn't he do one of the other ones too? In one of the big movies? I thought I remember his name from one of them. Let me know. I'll get your stuff back out. Yeah, the problem is we don't have Rex Max. We don't have Rex, and I don't think we have Mark today, which is it kind of sucks because we literally would be going to Alaska and they would be missing out on the opening bit of it, Kevin. That's kind of my issue. Is I think Rex was around this morning and I think Mark was online this morning because I'm pretty sure I had something sent from him, but me too. I hit the leave button. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a challenge. This is going to require people to practice a little bit. And if you get good with these rigs, they can be very handy, you know? I think it's one of my ultimate weaknesses, and I want to get better at it. And the only way I get better at stuff is doing it. So, and I feel like I learned something already with this rig. This is the first time I've ever cut my rig down and had better luck with it. I feel like it affected the movement. I cut my rig down to, I think, 20 inches. I know that sounds dumb, and I haven't had proved it in testing by testing it a lot, but I'm not in dead last, which I kind of expected to be honest, because I literally got on 15 minutes before this, because we were streaming another one. I'm burnt out on all superhero films after Endgame. I couldn't agree more, Knives. It was a fun run while it lasted. Except for I wanted to bring out a really good Green Lantern movie, which the first one wasn't as bad as people say it was. But the Green Lantern did that movie cast, not the cast, but the writers did that to themselves. So if you guys don't know the Green Lantern movie, or if you've watched it but you don't know about Green Lantern, in that movie, uh, if you go off of the real storyline, right, of that movie, of what happened in the comics, he actually fights himself. He's also the bad guy. When the first human Green Lantern dies as a Green Lantern, he sacrifices himself and he turns into the yellow. I can't remember his name anymore. My God, my names are terrible today.
I don't know, it's Ryan Reynolds, isn't it?
Yeah, but he turns into the yellow cloud or planet eater guy when he sacrifices himself. He loses his soul to it. Um, and they only put green and yellow in that movie, and they have the whole rainbow of colors of lanterns, and they're all awesome. Like obviously the Green Lantern are good guys, but there's other good guys like blue and like orange is the color of jealousy, and I think was it pink is the color of love or power of love, and there's a lot of good ones, and they're not as corny as they sound, guys. It's good. And they could do a lot with that movie. A good Green Lantern movie would put Green Lantern on the map. It really would, because nowadays Green Lantern could be more powerful. We live in a different era. Superman is never going to be popular again. Not like it ever was. There's no Golden Boy All American is going to be popular as it used to be. Like, it's just not going to happen. Just like Captain America, sadly, as much as him and Green Lantern are probably my favorite superheroes, Captain America is never going to be as popular now as, for example, if they redid the new Marvel movies and the Spider-Man or Thor are going to be the popular ones, or Iron Man, not Captain America. It's just the way the Golden Boy stuff doesn't work anymore. There needs to be a darker side to stuff. We need the Marvel era to end so films can stop trying to copy that. Not every film needs to be an event with 13 films and 6 TV shows to watch as homework. I like that, nice.
To be fair, it's only homework when it's actually crap, though. And a lot of them have been crap now.
I mean, he brings up a point. Like, the spin-off TV series are not good.
If they were all good, then nobody would be having a problem with it.
Hawkeye
was pretty good. It's a TV show. That was alright.
I didn't see that one. When somebody told me that one was good, I was like, I am done watching some of these because I have seen some really bad ones. There isn't one TV show runoff that I think I like. Oh, the Star Wars one was good. I will say that. What is the
Mandalorian? All of the Star Wars ones were fucking banging. I see this as a massive Star Wars fan. All of the Star Wars TV shows have been banging.
The cartoon ones were awful. For me, anyway. What was it, the Clone Wars or whatever?
I mean, I wasn't really counting the animations, but I don't think they were that bad. When the audience is kids, they weren't that bad.
I don't
I
know.
did watch. I watched some of them. I watched.
What were the other
Rebels.
ones that you liked?
TV shows. Ahsoka was fucking amazing. Really enjoyed Ahsoka. But then I knew all about her from watching Clone Wars.
Huh.
And Thrawn is like Thrawn's probably up there for one of my favorite villains of all time as well, actually. Because I read all the books back in the day when he was, part of the expanded universe.
I
He
actually
had like an Heir to the Empire series, which was fucking great.
I actually wouldn't mind watching that Peacock original. I don't have the time for it, but what is it, Twisted Metal? That actually looks like it could be okay.
Oh, with Samoa Joe as a clown.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that's good. Haven't watched it. Been watching Shogun. That's really fucking good. Really
I
fucking
haven't
good.
seen that.
It's on Disney.
They could do an awesome Green Lantern franchise, but James Gunn won't do it. Oh god, yeah.
He might one day. I think he's got a lot of work to do to make DC good again.
I just think people shit on the first one so bad that it became a laughing stock when I don't think it was that bad. Was it kind of corny and kind of not great? Yeah, but was it? I don't think it was nearly as bad as it could have been. Haven't watched any Star Wars after the last movie. So interestingly enough, I went back and I rewatched all the Star Wars in chronological order, and then I watched them in the order that they came out. So I did it both ways. I kind of like watching it in chronological order.
Same. But I haven't watched the last movie chronologically since I saw it at midnight when it came out.
Oh,
It was I just was so destroyed by how fucking terrible that was.
I know people are going to disagree with me, but the brand new Star Wars, I don't care for. I know people loved them, but the stupid guy, I can't remember his name. The guy that plays, not Darth Vader, but the guy that takes over after him. He's stupid,
Adam
whiny.
Driver?
To me, he's a whiny little kid that I'll never really believe as a villain or a bad guy or anything. Like, he throws me off so bad. The guy that plays who's the guy that plays part of the bad guys? He switches over. He's black.
Oh, Finn.
Yes,
oh fuck, what's his name?
He's very good. I like him. He made the movies good for me, I feel.
Poe Dameron made it for me. Oscar Isaac. He was the best thing in the sequels.
All the Lucas stuff is good, but the new Disney stuff is lacking in many ways. I agree with you, Max. I do. I 100% agree with you. I am all the Sith, and I am all the Jedi thing.
Grim.
I actually, even though he's also whiny, the one that plays Anakin Skywalker or whatever, I really like them three of the movies. Was it episode 4, 5, and 6 or something?
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, is it 1, 2, and 3? Yeah. Them, I actually, yeah, I really like them. I don't like when the bad guys are whiny and the world don't like me or whatever. You're gonna be the bad guy. Shut up.
I'm a weird Star Wars fan, right? So like everyone will be like, oh yeah, Empire was the best one, and fucking
Empire
Revenge of the
Strikes
Sith
Back.
Empire and Revenge of the Sith were the best of the two trilogies, and I'm kind of like, I liked Phantom Menace and Return of the Jedi more.
That's the ones I like. Yeah, I agree with you. And at the time, I really was enthralled with them. Also, that lady, who's the original Princess Leia? I forget her name.
Oh, fuck. Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, I never thought she was pretty in any way ever. Until I rewatched the Star Wars, and in Star Wars, I'm like, you know what? She is pretty in this.
Yeah, I think the older I get, the more attractive she gets.
Yeah, it could be too.
But watching it as a kid, I was kind of like, she's kind of mid. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, she's alright.
I like the prequel movies, but a lot of the work of their a lot of work there was in 5 Minute Clone Wars chapters. They did it in between 2 and 3. Huh. Everybody's a victim in Star Wars nowadays. Yeah. I hope it wasn't politically driven or agenda based, but it has almost a feel like it could have been. But the guy that played Finn was really good. I did really like him quite a bit. And honestly, the girl, while I didn't like her in Star Wars, she seems
gets
like a
way
good
more
actor.
hate. She gets way too much hate. She was
Yeah.
not that bad.
I think she's a good actor. I just don't think Star Wars being a Star Wars role was her thing. You know what I mean?
I think she was fine. I just don't think she was the right character to like be the lead. Do you know what I mean? I feel like she'd have been better as a side character than the lead, but
I think they should have made Finn more of a lead. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They could have went on his storyline. They could have done like a prequel of just him where they talk about him switching over, which would have been kind of cool.
I think they had a series planned for that.
That would have been
Captain
cool.
Phasma and stuff. I think they had something, or they were doing something. It had like a weird. It was like Alphabet Squadron or some shit. I think something like that was weird. It had a weird name.
The guy that plays Darth Millennium in Disney movies a better actor when he got into than when he got to be in Star Wars. Oh, okay, I never seen him outside of that. Is that what that guy that Darth is? Darth. Oh, you're just saying Darth Millennium. That is hilarious. What Darth is he, by the way?
Who?
The guy that I don't like. The whiny new
Kylo
one.
Ren.
Yeah, Kylo Ren. Isn't he a Darth something, though?
No.
Oh. I like the name Darth Millennial. That's hilarious. Darth Z, or something like that. I mean, technically, I'm a millennial. I just don't really fit into the millennial category. Like a lot of traits.
I do. I fucking love avocado toast.
What? Wait, what?
That's the thing. Boomers take the piss out of millennials for eating avocado toast. I'm like, fuck that shit's good. I like avocado toast.
I'm the guy that goes into a drive-thru and gets like a bacon cheeseburger. Shock is the guy that goes through and wants an avocado breaded into something or other Frisco thing. This is what I call, what I always say. It's white girl problems.
It's definitely more of a white girl thing, but my sister used to make them for me, and I was like, actually, this is pretty fucking good.
No, but you know what I mean when you're like, people are like, oh my god, they don't have sourdough bread. You're like, really? That's what's wrecking your day? Like, stop. Stop it. I call them rich white girl problems because that's what I feel like people that look down on other people, like, I'm not saying it's a political statement. I'm saying is like somebody that's rich that doesn't understand real life problems. That's what they would complain about.
Like watching Paris Hilton try and cook.
Yes, there. And she's probably screaming about the butter not melting correctly or something.
I think it was, I can't remember what it was, but there was some fucking... I've only ever seen clips on YouTube of it, but she was like... she was trying to follow a recipe or some shit to prove that she was capable in the kitchen, and she didn't even know what a fucking, like, whisk was or something. She's like, what is this? It's just like, oh my god.
Okay, I know part of that is obviously growing up in that family. I also think, not all of it, I think 70% of Paris Hilton is an act.
I don't care.
It's just
It's
bad.
like,
Have you ever
it's
seen
just, I
it?
don't
Speaking
care.
of movies, did you ever see a House of Wax or whatever? It was a awful. The best part about it
No,
is Paris Hilton gets her head cut off.
I saw her in One Night in Paris.
Ugh. Them sticking reality stars of that era of when I guess we would be teenagers, it would have been like her, Jessica Simpson. What are some other ones around that
Richie,
time?
something Richie. Who's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
best mate.
Nicole Richie.
That song, yeah.
Yeah. I used to make it back when I still had the time to make my own bread. Yeah, that's different. But if you're going to a store and you're mad because they don't have avocado toast or they can't put it on your sandwich and it wrecks your entire day, that's what I have an issue with.
You know what does wreck my day still? Fucking McDonald's milkshake machine being broken. What the fuck is that about? It's always broken, man. It's fucking so dumb. Just want a milkshake.
Rich white girl problems. Just use the store stuff. Are you a restaurant cook from the past? Actually, Ian is a restaurant guy, and so is Pala too. They're cook guys. And Brian, I forget about it. Everybody, I'm the only one that like feels like I don't. Yeah, well, and you, Shock, because
I cook. I cook. I'm not like a gourmet chef or
no,
nothing,
your
but I cook.
cooking is calling KFC to come to your door.
No, I'm making duck rice later. So, yeah, you know. Yeah.
Okay, well then but that's the other thing I can't get. Shock. This is what the difference and why you're a millennial and I don't. I technically am, but I don't have the traits of a lot of millennials. I have never had groceries brought to my house or any type of food that wasn't pizza delivery.
Well, that's where you go wrong.
No, contrary to what people think, if I didn't,
Actually, saying that though, do you go out and get groceries, or do you send Kelly?
100%, we just did it yesterday. We did it all together as a
Okay.
family. We do everything
There
as
you
a
go.
family. That's why I was late getting back last night, is because when I did leave, we went to do groceries. Yeah, but contrary to what people think, actually, when I am a person that can, I have bad knees. That's the whole reason YouTube even started, or gaming really started for me. If I didn't hurt my knees in football and army, I would be 100% outside all the time. I'm not what you would be called an inside person. I'm not even a technology person. I know enough to do YouTube and that's it. Which setup and technique would you recommend for hunting now perch in the Congo? Twitching or stop and go? Both work, but I use stop and go near the bottom with like a shad on a Texas rig. Or you can use a jig head, but they'll fight like the Dickens. I cook too. I just made corned beef and cabbage for St. Patty's Day. I can't cook at all. In fact, when I say dad's making food, people get scared. Unless it's breakfast or on the grill, they love that. Outside of that, if I make supper, lunch, anything that isn't breakfast or on the grill, my family literally just looks at me and turns green in the face. And then I compound it because I'll say, we're going to make dad's world famous. And when I say that, that always means it's going to turn out awful and I never made it before. So I don't know English. If you write your answer in the chat, I can translate it. Oh, I'm.
It's
That's a lot.
counterproductive when fishing.
Yeah, it's hard to do right now. I'm sure can somebody put in how they catch it on perch in chat for bait. I should have been rotating. I was literally just standing in the first spot for like the first half hour.
I've just been eating it all over the place.
All right, since
Seems.
we're on the topic of Shock's rich white girl problems, what type of bread do people like the most then? Because that's an interesting one. For like at Subway, I like the Italian herbs and cheese. I don't think it matters much. Actually, I like the
Yeah,
flatbread
herb and
better,
cheese
but
or hearty Italian.
he uses a fishing rod.
Does that?
Well, I asked her, like, if somebody let him know how to catch his perch in the chat. The guy, amazing, which I've never seen before. Amazing posts. He uses a fishing rod. Translate that. Oh, amazing. You need to be around chat more, apparently. Listen, you're going to put Chris on his comment of the day. You're going to give him a run for his money for his Mike Tyson comment earlier. We've had some gems today. Oh man, this is actually coming pretty close down to the wire here. I haven't been paying attention to what's going on.
I figured this out way too late, but yeah.
Just started playing
Top 10 is potential.
Fisher Planet and bringing in all of your videos. Oh, nice. Oh, you're binging all the videos? Yeah, Beansy was saying that too. He was going through, he was watching a lot of videos, now he's starting Farm Sim. I think that was you, Beansy, wasn't it? Didn't realize you streamed on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of videos, saw you live, and thought I'd have a look. Amazing. I'm not the same guy when I'm streaming as I do a video. I'm polite when I do videos. When I'm streaming, it's more of having fun and a good time and ripping on people. Like telling Shock he's got rich white girl problems. Or
Also, seeing as we only have 50 seconds left, and it's literally been you and me the whole time, we have to mention Rex's mom. Otherwise, it's a whole stream on League with no mention of Rex's mom. And that's just not
terrible.
acceptable.
Somebody come up with a good your mom joke in 30 seconds. Great content, man. Yeah, well, honestly, it's pretty nuts. We might do another Fallout stream tonight, guys. Fallout 76, because you guys were having a blast when we were doing that today. So if anybody's interested, I have to do points and stuff. I think we're gonna do another one. Oh, Beza, you butthead. Beza passed me at the late stages. No, catch another one. No, GG Bezos and Mickey. And I'm kind of hoping someone passed me so I don't get my own bait coins here. Oh, a fish bit right at the end. Oh, I had it hook. I caught 21 fish. And they say people say you can't do good without premium. I ain't had premium forever. I honestly think, looking back now, I don't even have premium when I got second in the finals. And people are like, if you don't buy premium, the game doesn't allow you to win.
Well, I wasn't lost.
You can't podium in your own custom comp. It's rigged. Man, you would have really hated our first 8 or 10 seasons of League, man. There was one season where I won. I actually won 5 of 9 league weeks. Super After Dark. That's great. That's awesome.
Well, points should be quick this week.
Yeah, we didn't have many people. I knew people were gonna go down because of rigs. I didn't realize this many people didn't do Texas rigs though.
I think it's more Friday than rigs. But, yeah.
Maybe, but we always did these on Fridays. We've already done
Not for the last like 2 years.
4 leagues. I have to look. Most of them been on Fridays. Although
Not
I
since
would
I've started, and that's been over 2 years now.
Oh. Yeah, I'd have to go back and see when we switch. But yeah, but definitely used to do them at this time, actually, back in the day. Let's see. Mickey, good win. Beza, nice second. Zaba, good fifth. Bergie, good sixth. Ida, Terry. Wow, a lot of names that we recognize here. Oh, look, there's an asshole in 13th.
Yep.
Oh, wow, points are going to be easy. There's people that didn't catch fish. A lot of them. Oh, I suppose they probably thought it was like, I'm going to use bass jigs, and then they go in and they don't even have Texas rigs on them. Yeah, the time and date change may have been not helped. Yeah, I agree. The problem is Monday, every game updates now Monday, and it's really hard to make Mondays work. I might just tough it out and do it anyway because people have gotten used to that. Yeah, and like some people weren't here because of other reasons. So, Shock or not Shock. Rex had a doctor's appointment. Ian, I don't know if Ian's watches this later. We just need to call him an asshole so that he gets called an asshole at least once. Pala has been playing other games, which that kind of sucks because I desperately love fishing with Pala. I know Jur had to work. Grizzly's a butthead.
Brian's got barbecuing or something.
Yeah.
He's travelling.
And Pros is asleep because that's what he does because he's a vampire now. Well, I mean,
I thought he
he's
was
been a
getting up,
vampire.
actually. I thought he was going to be on today because he's got the day off.
Maybe.
Well, I
But
mean, he's not, so...
I'm. Well, no, he was on till he was on when I was streaming Fallout.
Oh.
I'm guessing he's gonna get back on for Fallout later. Is my assumption. Oh, Terry, I didn't even know you were watching. How's it going? You good 8th. When you get top 30 in league, that's always a plus in a lot of these leagues. It's hard to do consistently. So if you can get points to start out the season, see what happened when Rex is not here. Shock gets it, yeah. Listen, I gotta be a dick to somebody. It's how I work. Alright, for you guys watching, if you guys want, I'll be trying to throw up a give me like a half an hour to do points, guys, and I'll do another stream here in a little bit here. And then Max, we don't have everybody. It would only be me and you for Snow Runner, obviously, but maybe we'll try to get a Snow Runner in at some point too. Because I want, I've been on a Snow Runner kick as well, where I want to pick that back up and play it. Actually, every game I play right now, I can't wait to play, but Snow Runner has been one of them peaceful ones. So, Fallout's a lot of fun because it's crazy and chaotic, and if you're watching, you can poop your pants at any time. You never know what's going to happen. Like the last stream where we went into the building and literally almost pooped ourselves. All right, guys, give me a little bit here. I'll do points, and then I will BRBs, folks. Oh, please add your recatching to a playlist. Yeah, actually, that's actually a good idea. I definitely will work on this weekend. Brunswick, and also don't let me forget that. If you don't see that, I will make that a playlist for you. Because it should be anyway, so don't let me forget comment on videos if you don't see it in a day or so. Alright, see you guys here in a little bit.